Penn State On Demand is a service of Penn State Public Broadcasting, and now you can support WPSU when you shop online. Visit WPSU.org/shop to make purchases from national online retailers, and WPSU will receive a portion of the sale with no extra cost to you. So start your online shopping at WPSU.org/shop.
This program has been made possible in part by the support of Clara Pat Lomedy Robison. Additional support has been provided by the Pennsylvania Public Television Network. The network receives funding from the Commonwealth to provide public television to all Pennsylvanians. By the Penn State Alumni Association, informing, involving, and inspiring Penn State alumni and friends worldwide through programs, events, and communications. By the members of the Penn State Alumni Blue Band Association, and by viewers like you. Thank you.
Penn State Blue Band is one of the best college marching bands in the country.
Whether you're an instrumentalist or a baton twirler, it's not easy to be part of that band.
My name is Jeremy Railing. I'm from Carlisle,
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I'm Leicester, Pennsylvania.
And I play the mellophone. I play the clarinet, and my dream is to be in the blue band.
I really want to be in the blue band.
And I want to be in the blue band.
In high school, you are 100% a band geek.
But when you get to college, it's not you're not a band geek. It's, wow, they're a member of the blue band. That's so cool. How do you do what you do?
It is the ultimate prize to march at Beaver Stadium and have 100,000 people erupt.
My name is Eleanor Graham. I play trombone. I'm from Saylorsburg, Pennsylvania, and I want to be in the blue band. I never really had to make a decision that I wanted to be in the blue band because my mom and dad actually met in the blue band. I guess that's how they formed their relationship and eventually got married and had me.
We've encouraged her throughout the years to join the blue band so that she has the same experience as we did, to have this huge family of friends.
Just having her experience that with us and seeing that it was fun for us, a couple of old folks can have fun. I think she got the idea. And we bought a really big whip, too.
Since she was small, she would go out, especially at homecoming, and she would be on the sidelines while the alumni band was rehearsing. She was always out there, and she just has grown to love it as much as her mom and her dad.
Well, she's always set goals for herself. Mm-hmm. And this is one of the goals that she has dreamed for years. Since first or second grade.
Well, my parents actually graduated from Ohio State University, and they support me going to Penn State because they know that, it is a good school. It's not the best school, that they think, but it is a pretty good school, and they do support me, although they probably secretly wish that I would be marching in their band.
If she makes it, that would be super. That would be great.
Well, we love to tease her.
Yeah.
And tell her that she's doing the second best band in the land.
Their motto is the best darn band in the land. But I always joke with them, they can be the best band in their land, but once they cross that state line, they're not the best band anymore.
In 11th grade, that's when the questions really start, like, what do you want to do after high school and everything? And of course, the first thing out of my mouth is, I'm going to be in the blue band. And they're like, don't you mean you're going to audition for the blue band? I'm like, no, I'm going to be in the blue band. I'm like, I'm not taking no for an answer. I can't.
Should I take my music, Casey Thompson?
You should take anything you need to practice.
Okay.
All my friends are in band. I've made pretty much all of my friendships through the band, whether concert band or marching band. And if it wasn't for band, I would have no friends.
Music is pretty much my life. Everything I've done has been related to music. I've been in my school musicals. I've been in the band. Pretty much every band my school offered, I was in.
Our next senior is Eleanor Graham.
I've pretty much been immersed in music forever, and I hope it continues later in life.
Has received her silver award.
And she found out that I was in the Blue Band. She was just like, what's it like? What's it like? Well, it's nothing like what you're used to here in Lewistown. The fact that she has wanted for so long to be in the band, there's no doubt in my mind that on the first game this fall, I'm going to see her coming through the tunnel.
Casey fell in love with marching band after she saw the Blue Band first perform. As we were watching the band, I was peeking out of the corner of my eye, just watching her smile, and I could almost see the dream in her eyes. After that, that was it. That was the ticket right there.
When I watch them, what I feel, makes my heart pound. You hear the bass drum, but you think it's your own heart, and that's what it is.
She's always wanted to be in the Blue Band, and I'd say it's tough. You have to be good. You can't just get in there on average skills. So she'd work extra hard and she'd practice and make sure she had the best form she could possibly.
I think she has a sense that she's going to make it, but she also has a sense of what's going to happen if I don't.
Oh, let's go, Rams!
So she's a little bit scared, a little bit edgy right now, but she won't show it, but I can see it in her face.
Scared, because if I don't make it, the dream's kind of gone. Excited too, because it's my dream. If I make it, it's gonna be like the best time of my life. I know it.
The Blue Band is hard work. The music is the main thing as far as I'm concerned, because anybody who really enjoys wants to play and wants to play with a really good group. And that's what the Blue Band is all about. And I think part of it is the great leaders that the Blue Band has had over the years, and they make you feel like you're really doing something important.
I think the longevity of directors points to this being a great place to be, and the idea of being part of that tradition and helping to build that tradition is evident in the fact that folks have been with the band and stayed with the band in directing capacities for a significant number of years.
They always say that Penn State has the greatest show in college football, and I really can't blame them. Having seen all the different stadiums, we do have an awesome stadium, awesome fans, and an awesome Blue Band.
I first realized I wanted to be a member of the Blue Band when I was 12, and in the stadium at homecoming with my father, we watched the Blue Band perform, and just watching the power, the Blue Band block coming out. And I looked at my dad that day and I said, I want to come to Penn State someday and do that. That would be amazing.
I really, really want to be in the Blue Band. I mean, I don't know how to describe it, how much it would mean to me to be in it. It'd be awesome to put on the uniform, march out into that field in front of 110,000 screaming fans. My brother's actually in the Blue Band right now. He'll be the president this year. And seeing him play his trumpet and really enjoy what he does really pushed me to do that with trombone.
Well, this year's pretty special because my brother's trying out for the band, so looking forward to maybe having both of us out here for the games. I know our parents, our family are going to be really excited for that if that happens. His first year, my last year, to have that together and kind of pass the torch, so to speak, to him for his tenure here would be pretty special.
Brian's very dedicated to his studies, whether they're music or otherwise. He's the kid everybody wants in their program. He's gone from being just an average freshman to really buying into music and buying into marching band especially, and just taking off with it. And now he's one of our premier players.
After a while, just playing more and more and getting better and better, I was like, hey, this is really cool. I can get better by practicing. Who knew? But it was really fun after a while, just practicing, playing, getting better, learning new stuff, playing with other people.
I like playing the trumpet because wind instruments are one of the most expressive types of instruments, and quite frankly, I like being one of the loudest ones in the band. It's always a challenge trying to play higher and faster. The Blue Band combines my two loves, basically, music and football. It gets you into the football games for free. I am incredibly nervous. I couldn't get season tickets, so that is a big thing for me. I have to see some football while I'm up there.
Use your air, use your support, breathe through and play. Boy, I can't wait till hopefully he makes it. I really look forward to homecoming this year so that I can stand next to him on the field at postgame and play along beside him while he's wearing the uniform and I'm wearing the alumni jacket. But that's what I'm looking forward to.
This summer I've been practicing a lot every day for a couple of hours, and I have drum lessons.
On the third time.
Practicing a lot is the main thing that I'm doing to get ready for the audition.
My parents both, they want to go, they're obviously going to go to the games next year no matter what, because my brother will be a senior. But they tell me over and over again how much it would mean to them if we were both in it in the same year. That alone makes me really want to keep pushing myself to really get better. But it'd be a really big blow to me if I didn't make it because of all the work I put in.
The tradition of the drum major at Penn State is pretty much set in stone. I mean, Jeff Robertson started that in 1972 with the flip. And I felt like I was not only carrying the tradition today, but I was representing every drum major that carried that suit every year prior to me.
My name is Matt Sabo. I am from Delmont, Pennsylvania, and I am the new Penn State Blue Band drum major.
It's a terrific honor. It's the first time we've ever had a student move on from here to be a drum major at a Big Ten school. I think the students are excited for Matt. Most of these kids know him very well actually, and he's established quite a reputation here.
Like, that's a really good cue.
The kids admire him, respect him. He earned that respect while he was here.
Can you show us the flip?
Yeah, do it.
Do the flip. Yeah. The flip is over a 30-year tradition, and it's required by all Penn State drum majors. The band will line up in what is called a fanfare block. The drum major will strut through the band and perform a traditional front flip on the 50-yard line. And the history is that if he makes it, then Penn State is off on a road to victory. And if he doesn't make it, then we are looking at a hard season.
In the 2 years that I was drum major, I missed one flip, and we lost against Pitt. And some people came up to me and said I cost them the game.
I don't know, like, he's running and all of a sudden he flips and it's just amazing. It's just the best thing in the world, pretty much.
He's under more pressure than anybody.
I think probably.
He's going to have 110,000 people watching.
I think
he's got to make that jump. If he makes it, the season's great, the people love him, and he's going to have a good year.
I think Joe Pa sat him down like he does his team, say, keep your head about you, go out, play hard, and have a good time.
Well, when I see the drum major come out, it just gives me chills. I think this is great. I'm very, very proud of it. And I know his mom and dad are too, because we've talked about it. I've told a few of my customers that the young man comes in here that's a drum major, and they can't believe it either. Little town of Delmont, we're not used to that.
The kids at school used to make fun of me for being in the band. They'd call me like a band geek.
Band nerds.
I'm a very big band geek.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm involved with a lot of musical stuff, but not really a fan of the classifications.
It's just who I am. I'm a band geek, and I'll be the first one to admit it. I enjoy it, and that's where my friends are, and that's where I've really become who I am.
But as soon as you say to somebody that you were in the Blue Band, they seem to know that it's actually a pretty cool group of people. We're really good at what we do, we have fun while we do it, and we put on a good show. We represent Penn State, and there are a lot of people who wish that they could do that in the same way.
There are not many opportunities for a high school musician to play for over 100,000 people. It is the ultimate prize to march at Beaver Stadium and go out onto that field and have 100,000 people erupt. Until you do it, you don't know. Until it happens, you don't know.
I was 3 years old when I started to be a majorette, and I learned because my mom was a majorette advisor, and I kind of grew up around that my whole entire life. The first time that I really remembered like the blue band was actually at my aunt's house, and I was downstairs in their basement, and they just had covered in Penn State stuff. And she was talking to me, and she said, you know, you could be one of those majorettes someday. And it was just kind of like oh no, I could never do that. I was only about 5, so I wasn't that good of a twirler then. But now I see it as kind of, well, it's just right around the corner, so I could do that someday.
I'm trying out for the Blue Band because I did the marching band in high school, and I made a lot of great friendships that I'm going to keep for a long time, and I'm going to make those same friendships in college to keep for a long time.
2, 3.
This summer I borrowed a flag from my high school band director, and I've just been practicing every now and then.
Would ask him down to me?
I've been helping Ashley with basics like drop spins and flutters, and teaching her bits and parts of routines to help her get ready for her auditions for the Blue Band Silks.
8, 9, 10.
I'm getting very nervous to audition because I don't really know what to expect. So it's kind of nerve-wracking. I do want those experiences, the friendships and the memories and all the hard works and stuff. And I just think it'd be a lot of fun. And it'd be cool to say, hey, I was part of the Blue Band.
Watch freehand. There's always the mother-daughter bickering going on, but when it comes down to it, she's normally the one that wins all those battles, and she's always right, and it's kind of great having her as my coach.
But don't pop up and down.
Everyone knows the touch of blue as, winning at nationals, as, being the entertainment along with the blue band at the football games, and it would just be such an honor to be a part of that because everyone knows them for high standards.
Well, I actually just graduated high school, and I'm pretty pumped because I get to go to Penn State University at the main campus, and I have my blue band audition, and I'm pretty excited about just the whole college experience and hopefully making the band and having a great experience with that as well.
Well, today's all about ushering in a new era of the Blue Band. We get to see all these prospective rookies, all the different talents they bring to the table. We get to find out, who's going to make it, who's not going to make it. It's very bittersweet in that regard. It's really hard cutting kids. These kids that try really hard, but it works out in the end, and we end up with a great finished product. And a week from now, we're going to be on the field, so we're excited.
Kind of nervous, really tired. It's early. Just excited. I'm excited.
Okay, what do you play?
Trumpet.
I play the trumpet too. Excellent.
You're going to see people coming in, registering. The parents are stressed out. These kids are moving into college for the first time.
That's not going to stay.
They're getting registered to audition for this band. They don't know if they're going to make it or not. So it's very stressful.
I just signed up for an audition slot, and I saw the huge line of other people, so I'm kind of getting nervous now. But I'm still excited. Good to go move into my dorms.
My mom and dad and I just dumped everything in my dorm room, and then my parents dropped me off and said goodbye, and there I was with a trumpet and no idea where I was. And the first person that I saw in the hallway was some guy warming up, and I knew I wasn't even close to being as good as he was. And I got really, really nervous.
I'm pretty nervous. I play the song a lot, so I'm confident with the song. I'm just nervous with how I'll play it and how everything's gonna go, but I guess we'll see.
Yes. All right, come on in.
The students arrive 4 to 5 days before the remainder of the student body at Penn State, and they begin the audition process at that point. The first thing that they do is to play a music audition. They come in and perform something for us, something that they've selected, that they've prepared over the summer.
Very good.
How's your reading was rough, but the solo was good.
Do you think you did okay?
I don't know. I guess I'll have to see.
The sight reading portion is really intended to see how quickly a student can look at a new piece of music and render a pretty accurate realization of that music. We're interested in having students who can pick up that music as quickly as possible and get it up to a performance level as quickly as possible.
Casey, you ready to give it a try?
Well, it's not going to be good, but I can try.
Well, remember that sight reading is supposed to be difficult.
Yeah. I think my piece that I prepared went well, but the sight reading piece, not so good. But I did my best.
These are going to be the days of your lives. These next 4 years, or maybe 5 for some of you, maybe 6 for some of you, these are going to be the days that you will talk about and remember for a lifetime. We have a difficult decision. We have difficult decisions. We're not going to be able to take everybody. We're going to have to let go about 107 musicians. That's a pretty nice sized band in itself. I wish you the very best of luck in the next couple days as we go through this process.
Good morning. Good morning.
And let's go to attention.
Band 10, hut, dig it to pow. Let's go, state.
1.
We consider the high step to be our trademark style. And in this day and age, there are not that many bands, high school bands anymore, who are performing what is called the university style or Big Ten style of marching. So we need to introduce that to most students right from the ground up.
3, 4.
We have a very big stadium. So with that high step, those people who are all the way in the far back row can actually see what's going on, and it looks very energetic and it gets the crowd excited as well.
Just make sure you keep your balance and then you'll be
A lot of students, when they initially are exposed to this, do find it very challenging and can get frustrated.
The high step is interesting. My feet and my legs aren't used to doing that, so they're getting kind of tired, but I mean, it's not bad. It's kind of hard on my toes right now because whenever I did high step in marching band, high school, we only did it for like 8 yards, so I would scrunch my toes really hard, and that's really starting to hurt now.
There's basically 2 fundamentals for a silk member. The first one's the fundamentals of the flag. Then the second piece, obviously, is the marching piece, technique with the fundamentals with the marching.
One of the things we look for is consistency in the line so that it's uniform the whole way through, so that when you see one girl next to the next one, every student is the same.
Ready, and down 2, 3, 4.
We just got finished with the first part of the audition, and now we're going to do the portion of pregame.
There are a couple times that you can look and say, yep, that one's probably going to be the one that's going to go, just from little mistakes that happen, mental breaks that happen, because it's competition. They're out here to win a spot in this band.
Right now they're learning pregame. The portion they need to learn for auditions today is the portion that we do on the field when the band first comes out. They need to be able to catch their tricks all at the same time as a team and do the releases of their baton at the same time, those kinds of things.
1, 2, 3.
All of the students are going through a period of stress right now just because what they're learning is new to them. Even the returning girls, this is not their favorite part because they know they could be cut today. If somebody's better than them, they could be cut as well. So it's a little bit of stress, a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of excitement, all in the same thing because they're looking past this to think, wow, if I make it, this is an awesome opportunity for me to be a part of a group and a band in the Big Ten.
They'd add music, so now not only did you have to march the Penn State way, you then had to play a song while trying to march the Penn State way. It's hard to play and march at the same time. I think people don't realize that.
Whenever the marching and the music come together, that's when it's pretty exciting, and we start judging people, we start making decisions.
We just played and marched at the same time with the part of the pregame show, and like the student and helpers kind of like evaluated how we were doing.
The clarinet section, we've got an awful lot of prospective new students here auditioning, and we're not going to be able to take nearly all of them, so the marching could make a difference for some of them based on their playing.
I feel really confident. I feel like it's going to be easy, almost. I think today was a lot better than yesterday. Yeah. Even though I'm like melting.
I'm a little nervous about them evaluating my marching just because of that 3/4 turn. That's really a killer for me.
3/4, move, turn, step.
It's all right, it's all right.
3/4, move, turn, freeze.
Wrong way. There we go.
Wrong way.
Wrong way.
You know, they might not even be the best marcher, but they really are trying and they really want to be in it. Then, you know, that's what we're looking for. We're trying to really see the
We're just
one
looking
side.
at all their, all the fundamentals they've learned all morning long, how they incorporate playing.
And it's not going to count for
Dr.
a whole
Bundy
time.
is going to have the final say in whatever is going to happen. So this
Yeah.
is just, he doesn't get a chance to watch everybody all day long.
Yeah.
So we're just giving him a little bit more insight.
This was truly a tough audition. The list is posted on the back bulletin board back there. So check if your name's on the list, then please come back.
They put the list up and we found out who made it, and I made it. Quite excited.
There's 10 on the line this year. I'm going to post it over here. You know, you made it tough. It was a good audition today. Thank you, girls.
I didn't make the squad, so that means I have to try out. Well, next year, I'm going to take it 1 year at a time, so I can't say, I'll try out the next year after that. But, I learned a lot, and, I just have to grow from what I learned today. And I learned a new style of twirling that I wasn't used to before, so.
I just made the line and the feeling is indescribable. It's been something I've wanted all of my life. And after coming off last year, not making it, I came back and I worked hard all year and it really paid off and I'm really, really excited.
Forward, march.
One of the things that we're going to do right now is just break again into sectionals, and we'll probably come around and look at some things in small units. Staff will look at some small units. We need just your cooperation. Keep working, doing the best you can, and we will try to do the very best job we can to give everyone a fair shot here. We'll be able to take about half of the folks that are on this field tonight. This makes these decisions extremely difficult, extremely difficult. There's competition in every section and extreme competition in some sections. It's very tough. I mean, the longer you spend with these kids, the more you want to take all of them. So for me, at the beginning there, I try to stay back a little bit, observe, and put my 2 cents in, check with the staff on what they're thinking, and when it comes down to, okay, we can now take 2 of these 5 that are remaining, then I make that decision so that it's not any of the other staff. If a student wants to be angry at someone, they should be angry at me.
Yeah, she was drifting a lot, but she got a pretty good sound actually while she's moving. It's a pretty good sound. Okay, that's pretty good. Clarinets at least should be strong. All right, folks, as I said several times already, we really appreciate your interest. We appreciate you being here and auditioning and working so hard. I've also said once already, this is the worst part of my job. All right, I love my job except for tonight. All right, tonight is the one part I do not like about my job.
Then it's time for cuts, and that was so scary because they start going through the list. Your heart's just pumping, and you're like, please call my name, please call my name.
I'm going to read here shortly a list of the folks who we would like to have come back for rehearsal tomorrow morning.
And you're just hoping that your name is going to be one of the ones called, because if your name's not called, you don't come back.
Trumpets now. Kleckner, Garboski, Zellers, Railing, rookie mellophones, Stimmel, Sass, Stuffed, Marino, Rollstone, Hasselfinger, Radic, and now rookie trombones, Ference, Nadig, Gargiulo, Schneiderhan, Kilmer, Stein, Graham, Ball. In the rookie clarinets, the following names, please, for tomorrow 8:30. Novarell, Chismar, Taylor, Graham, Fuhrer, Zenker. Again, rookie clarinets, Novarell, Chismar, Taylor, Graham, Fuhrer, Zenker.
That's how the Blue Band is. It's one of the premier marching bands in the United States. You gotta go through the competition, you gotta go through everything to make it one of the best bands.
I guess, well, first, I respect the Blue Band like so much that I know they only take the best, so if they had taken me, they would have been compromising the Blue Band, so it's almost happy, even though I don't look like it, that they didn't take me.
This is my best friend, Sarah, and we both auditioned for the Blue Band today, and we got in!
So now we can breathe and sleep well tonight.
I really don't know what else to say. I'm ecstatic that I made it.
Well, I'm going to be coming back tomorrow, and I'm going to be playing snare. So it's really exciting for me.
Pretty excited. It's like a lot of relief, I guess.
I made the band. Today's been crazy. It's been like the biggest emotional roller coaster of my life, and probably the sweatiest and coldest day I've ever had, ever. Just waiting for them to call my name. It was horrible. Hi, Dad. They called the names. They called my name. I have never felt this good in my life, honestly. It's pretty much the greatest feeling ever. She made the band too. She didn't.
I feel badly for the kids that we weren't able to keep, and hopefully by tomorrow I'll be over that and start thinking about what we have to do to take the ones who we did keep for this year's band and start getting them ready to be a band.
Band camp to me is really probably the most amazing part of being a member of the Marching Blue Band, because you get to make members. You take a group of kids that all have a common experience in music and marching, because you're not there unless you have some talent, and you walk in with everybody's own experience, and you've got to craft that into what the Blue Band experience is. It's about making family, and really that was the most amazing experience to me.
As I told the rookies, now it starts becoming a lot of work, right? But there is a big payoff also. You know, big risk, big reward, right? This is big work, big reward.
Thank you.
The booklets that we have for each position in the block band, it describes every movement that they have to make as part of the pregame show. Tap, 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 up, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We all get booklets that have our individual
steps in them, like for every 4 counts of the song.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There's like codes for what to do, and then you have to do it yourself. You have to just follow along. Everyone's responsible for their own moves.
Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 1, 2, ready, live.
I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, I'm tired, but yesterday was hard, but I mean, I'm ready for another day.
I think keeping up physically, as we have 3 practices a day during band camp, it can begin to take a toll on your body, especially by that second day. Dr. Bundy likes to keep a close watch on students around this second day.
I remember band camp being very hot, just 90, 95 every single day. It never rained, just a lot of sweat and dust, dirt, killing of grass.
Well, other than having my lungs full of dirt and not being able to breathe, it's going pretty good.
They've stressed pretty intensely that pregame is the most important thing that we do, and that's the thing that we really need to perfect. All the fans and the alumni are used to seeing the same thing, and we really have to look like the rest of the girls. So we've been working on that a lot, learning it on the field with all the moves as well.
Sound off and shout, drop, turn. So we help wake up our neighbor who can't hear it, or is perhaps soiled themselves when they came out into the 107,000 seat stadium.
So if we do it big, it'll look a lot smarter to do that. Right? Okay. Bigger the better. Trust me, you'll be like, oh yeah, got it.
Drop, turn, drop, turn, drop, turn, drop, turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, drop, step.
Good. Woo. We need snappier movements on the halftime chair step. Sorry, I don't mean to be screaming right at you.
It's been very hot. Put in a lot of hours of rehearsal, 9 hours a day, and there's bound to be some fatigue that sets in. The challenge right now is to keep them motivated to get to that performance and not get burnt out or frustrated by all the hard work that they're putting in and not realizing yet the high that they'll get from that performance.
It's coming along, the music's going well, and I'm really looking forward to next Saturday because the way things are going, we're going to put a really good show on the field on Saturday.
It's 9:30 by my clock. At 1:30 on Thursday, we didn't even know everybody in here. By my count, that's 56 hours ago. I want you to think back to what you've accomplished now. This time a week from now, you will have performed for 107,000 plus people. It'll be history at this point in time next week. Good job. I'm very proud of what you've done. I'm looking forward to this band. I think it could be a really good one. Congratulations, rookies.
I assumed that it was easier than my high school's marching band, and it's definitely not. There's a lot more tradition to it and a lot more skill involved.
We learned a lot of stuff. We learned a lot of drill and music in the past couple of days, and I still have a lot to do, but it just seems a lot longer than it really was.
It was a lot of fun. I made a lot of friends. They're really nice. And it was a little bit harder than I thought it would be, but it was still fun.
I am looking forward to the first game. I mean, I'm in the blue band, I'm going to get to play, I'm going to get to march.
I'm just really, really excited for that, to get through that and then have that first experience on the field. I hear there's something like it, and I'm just really excited to experience that.
We've begun classes on Monday, and now the students have gotten into their normal day-to-day routine, and now they're having to find a way to budget their time between their classes and their homework and their studies and, of course, their rehearsals out here.
Rehearsals are shorter during the week because we don't have time to have those long 9-hour days of rehearsal because people are in the classes. because I guess that's the reason why some people actually come to college instead of for the Blue Band.
Good quick tempo.
Well, this week we have to have all our music memorized, plus add it on to classes. It's really, really hard.
Well, it's extremely hard for people who haven't been here before to stay focused through all this because you're constantly being faced with new and foreign material. So it's hard because everything is foreign to them. So it's frustrating.
Once classes started, it was really tough balancing band and balancing my schoolwork. By the end of the week, I was putting in at least 21 or more hours a week just trying to get everything memorized. I'd have to stay up late because the only time I had to memorize music was after classes and after band. It was just really tough to get my schoolwork done with the Blue Band in the picture. I know that it's something that I had to do. Maybe next year, maybe the next time, I'll be able to balance out my schoolwork better with playing drums.
This day is really important to me. I practiced my audition to get into this band. I got into this band, and here I am. It's the first game. I'm pretty pumped and I'm very excited.
The whole week I've been counting down to the first game, so it's pretty exciting.
I'm really nervous about the game just because if you mess up and you're that one person that messes up, everyone knows who you are.
I feel pretty good now, but I have no idea what it's going to be like once we get in front of that many people.
Today's game day. It is why you do Blue Band, it's why you work so hard. And this is just what it's all about. It's exciting, it's thrilling. 107,000 of your best friends and family. You can't get any better than this.
Today is all about everything. I mean, this is what we've been working for the past 10 days, and you know, it's like Christmas.
I tell the rookies to enjoy today because it's to soak it all in because this is the best day as a rookie.
We usually just tell them to try to be as courageous as possible. There's nothing like their first experience marching into the stadium. They're going to remember this for the rest of their lives. So make sure they're not the one who went the wrong way.
I remember I almost wet myself my first time. We marched out because my first game was Michigan, so it was a big game. But yeah, it's going to be scary, but it's going to be a good scary. It'll be a fun scary.
Got one shot today, one shot.
This is our home opener. This is the first time on the field for these rookies. All right, it's going to be the last home opener for some people. And the chance to be excellent occurs when preparation and opportunity come together. All right, you have prepared hard. This afternoon you've got the opportunity. Let's get those two things to merge and let's really be excellent this afternoon. Are you ready to do this? Yeah!
Oh, they're just awesome. The enthusiasm, the school spirit.
Yeah, I especially like the way they're motivated no matter what they do. It's fantastic.
She's never missed a Blue Band march up University Drive in 30 years, ever.
Never.
Never.
Always
She goes
there,
up all
cheering
the time.
them on.
It's a way to bring together like all the alumni because they had bands whenever they were here, and it just brings everyone together, like all the traditional songs. So definitely, I love them. Who's your
My wife is a Penn State Blue Band diehard. She has a t-shirt that says on the front that in between halves of the band performance, the football team will put on an exhibition.
Well, it's a part of Penn State history. It's a part of everything that we do and live for as Penn Staters.
You end up over at the tunnel, and the electricity is just, it's bursting.
Well, we're at the stadium right now. We're getting ready to go in and do pregame, and we're all getting pumped up and ready to go.
Don't screw up.
I won't screw up.
Is it too tight?
No, it's fine. I'm excited. I'm nervous for the game, but I'm excited at the same time. It's time to go.
I was through the tunnel, the band was still waiting in the tunnel. I'm looking around in the stands and I'm scared to death. And I remember looking out through the tunnel, and at the time I can see Mount Nittany. Peaceful grass, you know. And I thought to myself, I'd rather be out there right now.
Every Saturday morning before the game, 5 minutes before I was ready to do this, I'd be sick in my stomach, scared skinny, and I'd be saying to myself, why did I put myself into the position that I have to do this?
I'm a little nervous. The grass is a little damp, which I would rather have not had, but it shouldn't be a problem as long as I get my speed and jump as high as I can.
It's totally crooked.
And then the football team would come back in after warm-ups, and then we just jammed ourselves in that little tiny space.
I'm thinking, oh my gosh, there's a lot of people there. You know, they're howling and they're yelling and the fans are going crazy, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, let's just not make a complete fool of myself out there.
One of my favorite memories was when a drum line stepped off the end line into Beaver Stadium. It was as if you were controlling the volume control on a stereo. You get to turn that volume up just a little bit, not too much yet, but just to set the stage for what's coming.
When the drums come out on the field, even sitting here now just talking about it, chills. Because it's the same feeling that I had every time.
Being at the front of the line, it was kind of like being in the front seat of a roller coaster, you know? You're going up the hill, you hear the drums going out, chick, 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 chick. And then all of a sudden you start down the other side.
And then when we came out of the tunnel, I don't think my feet touched the ground. I was so excited, but then I was also nervous. So it was a combination of, am I going to be able to play? I know I can march, but I wasn't sure I could do both at the same time my first time out. It was really the most unique experience I've probably ever had.
Within less than a minute, you're exploded onto the field in front of 110,000 people and kicking off a fanfare that you know is just going to bring people to their feet.
Let's go. Oh my God.
It's overwhelming at first, but then it's like coming home.
And the 7-time national champion Penn State
As I was buried in that block, I already know how many steps I'm going to take. I know where I'm going to plant. To do that flip, there's no turning back.
a great college marching band tradition, the Blue Band's trademark drill, the Floating Lion.
The very first time I went out onto the field through that tunnel, I couldn't breathe. I am positive that I didn't play a note the entire first show.
Penn State
and the love for the Blue Band and the fans' love for the Blue Band is extremely unique.
Performing in front of an appreciative crowd is the most memorable time of my Blue Band experience. You'll hear the crowd, woo, or oh, they'll groan, and that tells you that they're participating and they're watching.
The formation, this sucker was written in 1965, and it's still one of the premier pre-games for a collegiate band. Having the word Lions go one way, and then flip it around and have it go Lions the other way, it's just incredible.
Usually when the band is coming back playing Nittany Lion, I say, "Come on, tubas, let's hit it." I say that because if I didn't say something, I would probably be getting my handkerchief out and wiping my eyes.
The excitement, the thrill, the fear, like just all the emotions playing together. It's just a rush. I mean, it feels like the first pregame show goes by in about 2 seconds.
That was amazing. It was unlike anything I've ever done before. It was really cool.
That was definitely worth every single bit of pain and sweat and hard work. This is what it's all about. All these people watching you, even if you mess up, you know that they still are proud of you and what you've done.
It was everything and more what I thought it would be. All the thousands of people cheering you on. It was great.
This is huge. I can't believe I'm even part of this. It's just so awesome to be here right now.
It's definitely a memory that's going to last with me for the rest of my life.
That first game is just the beginning. They have 3 to 4 more years of experiences that they will be able to tell their kids, their grandkids, and it will just be an incredible time for them. No one knows where it's going to lead.
Being in the Blue Band when you're here is something, not that you take for granted, but once you don't have that in your life anymore, it's definitely a life-changing event. So it meant everything in the world to me.
Why did we love it so much?
I don't know.
Where else would you get the chance to walk around in the mud, in the rain, in 95-degree temperatures when you'd much rather be somewhere else? I think being part of the Blue Band, you're part of an experience that other people just don't get to do. So instead of just being 1 in 40,000 students walking around campus, you're part of a tradition that goes back 100 years and leaves a mark.
These are friends for life. You spend a lot of hours together, you share a lot of great experiences, and the blood, the sweat, and sometimes the tears all bring you together. Even girls that weren't there the years I was there, when I get there for homecoming, we're all one again. Though we're separated in years, we welcome each other into that circle.
It's the one experience that is like no other. I mean, we're the only people who get to come back for alumni and get to do the same thing that we did when we were students here. I mean, the football players can come out onto the field and wave, but they don't get to go out and play.
I think it feels great with all the 110,000 people cheering. I always tell my friends they can spot me. I'm usually in the first or second rank, and I'm the only one in the whole band that's in step. That's bad, I know.
We do it for the glory of Penn State. And that's something that's really cool because you realize you're part of a legacy that is huge and a huge tradition that not everybody has had the opportunity to be a part of.
I guess it was a couple years ago that my son said to me, "Dad, can I ask you a question? Why do you love Penn State so much?" And I said, "I thought you'd never ask." And I broke out this old VHS tape and I popped it in, and my son and my daughter watched for 45 minutes and they were like, "Wow, we get it."
It was hard to make the band. The fact that I made it through and was able to put on the uniform was a real special feeling. There's nothing like it. And the Blue Band has a long and proud history, and being part of that history means a lot to me. It meant a lot to me then, but it means even more to me now.
I can remember playing the tuba part in the Alma Mater or the Star Spangled Banner or the Nittany Lion, and it just hits a string that starts a few tears going. You think about the days when you were doing it also, and it doesn't seem possible. All those years where have they gone? But there's a good thing about that, because there's other people coming along behind you, and they'll feel the same way.
For more information on this program, visit wpsu.org/makingtheblueband. This program was made possible in part by the support of Clara Pat Lomedy Robison. By the Pennsylvania Public Television Network. The network receives funding from the Commonwealth to provide public television to all Pennsylvanians. By the Penn State Alumni Association, informing, involving, and inspiring Penn State alumni and friends worldwide through programs, events, and communications. By the members of the Penn State Alumni Blue Band Association, and by viewers like you. Thank you.